Live, the super fast poker tournament that you play on your phone, and I'm going to be your host for both games today. My name is Danny Mac Jr. the 5th, which makes me the 6th, I believe. It's such a pleasure to have you guys joining me here on the virtual felt. I can't wait to jump into this game. If it's your first time playing, well, this is the first game of the week. Very special for you to join us here. Very apropos. Let's go over the rules of the game. It's simple. You're going to pick it up in no time. We're going to give you a 2-hole cards, and then we show you the flop for free. Pretty good deal so far, right? But now, I don't want to stress you out, but you got a big decision to make. What do you want to do with that flop? Do you want to swipe right to go all in and risk your chips, or do you want to swipe left to fold and say, no, this ain't it for me? The top 5 biggest chip stacks after 6 rounds get to sit at our coveted final table. If you're sitting there, you're going to win money, but only one of you wins the most money and gets to be today's Cash Live champion. It's going to be a hell of a time. And there's been a lot of you who've been having a hell of a time playing Cash Live. You leave us reviews. Let's load up some 5-star reviews from the App Store right here. Those things fly right out. It's like the Paramount symbol. This first one comes from Canucks Are My Team. Well, we got a Canuck fan. We know that much. They say my husband and I play as much as possible. Both of us has won a final table now. That's impressive. Even though, let it be known, I won first. Ooh, sorry, Hubs. My only request, can the 3 p.m. game be at 3:30? I get weird looks in the school pickup line gambling while waiting, even if it is completely free. I totally sympathize with that, but I must say, Canucks Are My Team, there are worse reasons to get a dirty look in the school pickup line. Be happy it's just for pretend gambling. This next 5-star review comes from Keith Smith. Keith says, my girlfriend has her alarm set twice a day, 6 and 9, to let us know when Cash Live is playing, and be sure not to miss it. Most fun one can possibly have for a possibility to make some money. Congratulations for you guys understanding that even though we send notifications, setting alarms is sometimes definitely the key to this thing. You should see my alarms in the morning. It's like 9:08, 9:09, 9:11, 9:14. Yeah, I'm a wreck, not a morning person. But hey, happy afternoon or early evening to you guys. Let's see if we can make you some money, because Cash Live starts right now. Oh, yes. Welcome, everyone, and a special big hello to everyone picking up their kids right now from school. Your dealer, Eugene, has given you your first 2-hole card, so now without further ado, park that minivan, and let's check out the very first flop of the day. The flop is the 9 of hearts, the 9 of spades, and the king of spades. Okay, before you do anything, just know we gave you a rebuy token, so if you lose in rounds 1, 2, or 3, we'll throw you back in. Less chips, but you can still play. With that in mind, it is decision time. Swipe right to go all in, and left to use one of the 3 folds we gave you on this King High double 9 double spade board. I've got Youper at my featured table. Sup, Doc? We got Bugs Bunny here apparently, and Dr. Phil is here. Cashy outside. What do you mean by that? Decisions are in. Let's go to 4th Street. The turn card is the 10 of clubs. Okay, connecting some straight draws. Queen Jack gets you there. Let's go to the river, and the river card is the 7 of hearts. There you go, my friends. Straight draws galore on this one. Flushes don't land, but what'd you do with these crazy 9s? Dr. Phil with pocket jacks is good, but let's see the results page. And the high hand goes to a guest player with 4-of-a-kind 9s. 9-9. Our chip leader is a wild boar with 68,000 chips. You guys see Game of Thrones last night? They killed one of those. Yeah, but this one's alive and well. Bite Me, Shadow, Gad, Webby, and Freaky Ford's your top 5. Bringing us into round number 2. Let's see the next flop. The flop is the 2 of diamonds, the ace of clubs, and the 10 of hearts. Once again, friendos, it is time to make some decisions on this ace-high rainbow flop. No flush draws to speak of. Yes, I got Shalina at my featured table. Ron Dog is here, and Yari has joined us in round number 2. Best of luck, everyone. Decisions are in. Let's go to 4th Street. The turn card is the 8 of hearts. Backdoor heart flush draw in effect. If you got love in your hand, you're hoping for one more. Let's go to the river, and the river card is the 2 of clubs. Well, if you flopped a little pair of duckies, well, you've got a pond full of them now. Let's go to the results and see if you made something out of these crazy 2s. And the high hand goes to a full house for Kitty and Lionheart. Aw, and a lion's just a big old kitty, isn't it? Yeah, one and the same. Yes, there we go. Our chip leader's Melcy, 123,000 chips. Booger, closely behind, sticking right close to Melcy's chip stack. Ashton, Haxor, and Big Double B. Bringing us into round 3. This is your last chance to use those rebuy tokens. Use them or lose them. Here is the flop. The flop is the 9 of clubs, the ace of diamonds, and the king of diamonds. Once again, it is decision time. If you're getting dirty looks from other parents because you're gambling, playing Cash Live right now, just tell them you're making extra money to pay for the kids' lunches. What are those parents doing, huh? Being nosy Nellies. That's right. So you're really the superior parent if you think about it. Decisions are in. Let's go to 4th Street. The turn card is the 7 of spades. By the way, I got one winner, RB, Dr. Pat, and B Study at my featured table. It's time for the river, and the river card is the 9 of hearts. There you go, 2 9s again, just like hand numero uno. Let's go to the results and see if someone did something crazy with those. And the high hand is going to go to Skeeter, Mike G, and Mad Carter with 4 of a kind 9s. 9? There we go. There it is. Our chip leader is Bustadilla with 251,000 chips. They're going to bust a dealer. You hear that, Eugene? Chickenpox, oh, such a throwback. Haxor, Guest, and Stewie. That's your top 5. We're going to send around 4. Rebuys are gone. So make smart choices, kids. Here is your next flop. The flop is the 2 of diamonds, the 10 of hearts, and the 8 of clubs. It is decision time. Make some choices and be boisterous. Swipe away on this 10 high, a rainbow board, my friends. And you know those teachers, those underpaid teachers, yeah, you should be inviting them to play Cash Live as well, okay? I'm just saying, if you're picking up your kids, you're playing Cash Live right now, this is a blessing to everyone around you. Decisions are in. 4th Street time. The turn card is the 9 of diamonds. All right, Queen Jack would give you the nuts. That would be a straight for the moment. Let's go to the river. And the river card is the 9 of hearts. We just can't escape the running 9s today, my friends. Gretzky's all over the place. Paz fam, good at my featured tape, but the high hand goes to Edgeman, 81 with 4 of a kind 9s again. We're hearing a lot of that 9-9 today, Kira. Our chip leader is a guest. Guest is 76542 to be precise. Eastwood, Bustadilla, Judith A, and D-Walk. That's your top 5. Bringing us into round 5. Your penultimate round. 2 more chances to bundle up. You want to sit at that chilly-ass final table. Here's the flop. The flop is the 9 of hearts, of course, the 5 of clubs, and the 2 of hearts. All right, my friends, you know what to do. Go swipe crazy. Swipe caliente on this board. 9 high, 2 hearts out there. I got vanilla in my featured table. Congrats on making it this far to Vander, JGS, G-Man, and Cheek Ita BB. Okay, there you go. Decisions are in. Let's go to 4th Street. The turn card is the 6 of spades. What is it, Kira? Oh, it's ABBA. Yikes, another ABBA failure by me. Let's go to the river, and the river card is the Queen of Clubs. There you go, a new high card, some royalty on the board. Ay, ay, ay. First I forget the lyrics to Dancing Queen, now this. The high hand goes to Alpha Omega, Dark Child, and Aussie Man. Straight, this Aussie impression, love. And our chip leader is Bluff Shove. 402,000 chips, first player to crack 400K. And that brings us to round 6. The cut line to reach the final table, 325,000. You need a minimum of that in your stack if you want a shot at the big show with me. So, best of luck. Here's your final prelim flop. The flop is the Jack of Clubs, the 3 of Clubs, and the King of Diamonds. For the last time in the prelims, it is decision time. Go swipe insane on this board. I've got Savage J at my featured table. Dennis is here. Off the wall, Redneck JJ is here, and wall to wall. Off the wall and wall to wall, duking it out. Okay, there's beef between you two, I know it. Decisions or insies. Let's go to 4th Street. The turn card is the 10 of spades. All right, Ace Queen, Broadway straight. That's the nuts. It's time for the river. And the river card is the Queen of Hearts. All you need is an ace for the nuts on a board like this. Off the wall gets it. Oh my goodness. And eliminates wall to wall. Wow, I knew they had beef. Now, my friends, it is time to give it up for our min cash winners. 300. Pardon me, that's another 0. 300 of you are getting 25 cents each. God, what is this, my second year doing this? T-Sweat, Rupert Star, Big Double B, Snow 4, Mountain Dew guy? Sure, I'm going with that. I win all. Jamba, I love your juice. V Destiny and fire up the Jacuzzi Jets for Acid Rain. acid rain. Yeah, those dubs would never survive in that one. 306,000 chips, but, however, the final table, the people going there, that is these 5 names in front of you. They all have over 600,000 chips. Yeah, they're in the 600 club, or 60, as I might have said a few seconds ago. Whether or not they're picking up the kids or dropping them off, they're gonna get some money. Maybe it's for college fund, maybe their own. It's time to fire up the final table. You can go back to college whenever you want. I saw a movie about that. It's called Old School, and it worked out pretty well for them. Welcome to the final table, everyone. Here are your stars of the show. We have got Roland, H.A. Justin Roiland from Rick and Morty. It's not even how you spell your name. Roland is here. We got a guest who crept on in. Hello, guest. Mrs. Rainey made it in. We've got Bo, 1405, and Judith A. Judith, a pretty good player for making it this far. Congrats, you guys. Now I'm going to show you the best flop you've ever seen in poker. The flop is the 2 of diamonds, the 3 of clubs, and the ace of diamonds. Ooh, good board. Okay, it is not decision time yet. Just know we reset your folds to 1 apiece. And with that in mind, and now it's decision time. Right to go all in and left to use your one and only fold. If you didn't make the final table, there's about 700 of you sticking around to check out the action. Pick up some tips and tricks for when you make it. Anyone with a 5 or a 4 has a straight draw on a board like this. Very interesting flops. Your decisions are in, and we have been blessed with a 2-way all in. Roland, ha! Is laughing all the way to the bank with pocket kings versus Judith A. with a Jack 8. Judith, no idea why you went all in with a Jack 8 offsuit on that one. You're going to need runner to play catch up. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the King of Spades. Let's make it a set for Roland. Oh my goodness, and this hand is over. Roll out the river card, Judith. You cannot catch up. Whoa, the river card is an ace. Roland just hits a full house. Judith, needless to say, you took a chance on a flop like that, but you made it to the final table. $5 for you for coming in 5th place. Bravo! Nicely done. Final table, hand number 2 is upon us, and it's time to see a flop. The flop is the Jack of Hearts, the 10 of Clubs, and the Queen of Diamonds. Once again, it's decision time. Just like the first flop, there are 2 cards that could give you a straight draw on this one, my friends. Actually, quite a few. Anyone with a king or an ace, anyone with an 8 or a 9, all of those cards give players a straight draw. Pretty impressive. All right, guys, decisions are in. We have a 4-way battle on our hands. We've got Roland with the 8, 7, and 9 gets you a straight. We've got Guest with Jack Deuce, that's mid pair. Miss Rainey with Ace Jack, there you go. A king gets you Broadway, plus you've got a pair of jacks dominating Guest with the ace kicker. And we've got Bo with the 9-4, an open-ended straight draw for them. An 8 would get them a straight. What else? A king, I suppose, as well. But that might give someone else an even better hand. So currently in the lead right now, it looks like it's Mrs. Rainey with a pair of jacks and that ace kicker at play, looking to almost triple up. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the King of Hearts. Wait, let me take a look at this board here. 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace for Mrs. Rainey. They just hit the Broadway straight, 10 to Ace. What a beautiful hand there. And now everyone else, your only hope is just to chop the pot. You guys need an ace to come down on the river. Then the best 5-card hand will be on the board. Mrs. Rainey, you really don't want that to happen. Let's go to the river. And the river card is the 8 of Hearts. No, Mrs. Rainey is going to be good with the 8 high straight on that one. And Roland holds on to their chips on the side pot. We're saying goodbye to Bo on this one. Bo, hate to see you go. $10, bro, for coming in 4th place. Yo. Final table hand number 3 is upon us. We are 3-handed, so let's see 3 new cards. The flop is the Jack of Spades, the 9 of Hearts, and the Queen of Hearts. All right, guys, you know what to do. Decision time. It's just on Roland, the only one with a fold at their disposal. Miss Rainey and Guest automatically all in. Guest cannot even cover the antes at this point. They've got about half the chips needed just to post those. So you're going to need to triple up quite a few times here. Queen high 2-heart board and a 3-way all in. Miss Rainey with Acey Deucey. We've got Roland with Queensy 3Z. You've got top pair. And we've got Guest with the King 5. Okay, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. A 10 would get you a straight. Plus you have that overcard. So does Miss Rainey, but Roland's queens are currently in the lead. Let's go to the turn card, see if they hang on. The turn card is The 3 of hearts. Okay, let's make it 2 pair for Roland. They nabbed the queen 3. That's a nice set of cards for you there. Now, guessed, you can still stay alive if you get that 10 on the river. You would hit a straight in that case. However, it can't be the 10 of hearts because Mrs. Rainey is now on the nut flush draw. Any heart that comes down on the river, Mrs. Rainey is going to win this one with that ace high flush. So, Roland, can you hang on? Let's go to the river. And the river card is the Queen of Clubs. Whoa, another full house at the final table. Roland is cleaning up with the Queen 3 on that one, and that is an elimination for our guest in 3rd place. Guest, be sure to use your phone number to make a full account, and that way you can cash out your $15. Nicely done for making it into 3rd place today. Final table, hand number 4 has left us heads up. Mrs. Rainey versus Roland, both huge stacks, well over $1 million. Let's see a flop. The flop is the 8 of clubs, the King of Clubs, and the 5 of diamonds. All right, it is Roland's decision to make here in the Cash Live short spot. Seems crazy to say that because you have 1.4 million chips. You do have a fold at your disposal, though, so you can sit back and say, nay, this one is not for me. Miss Rainey automatically all in on these boards from here on out. Roland folded. Let's roll out the turn in the river card and move on to final table, hand number 5. Speaking of 5, Mrs. Rainey with the ace 5. Yeah, that's a pretty good hand when you're heads up. Flopping bottom pair with top kicker. The turn and river don't really matter. Neither does either player's hands. One-way all-ins, not that exciting. Final table hand number 5 is here. Let's see a flop. The flop is the 10 of spades, the 7 of diamonds, and the 7 of spades. All right, you two, you are all out of folds, so grip them and flip them. What have you got under the hood? Mrs. Rainey, our chip leader by just a little bit, has got the Jack 9. Let me take a look here. I think an 8 would get you a straight. You're on a draw. Roland has pocket 3s. Okay, you've got yourself a pair. Of course, your opponent has 2 overcards and that straight draw. So let's go to the turn card and see if 3s remain good. The turn card is the King of Spades. Okay, let me see. Wow, Roland's still in the lead here with a pair of 3s, but Mrs. Rainey actually a favorite to win this hand mathematically because they have so many outs. They just picked up the better of the 2 flush draws, so they could hit any spade, as well as a king to counterfeit Roland there. Those 3s would be no good if a king or a 10 landed. Plus, they could hit their straight overcards. So many options to end this tournament. Let's go to the river, and the river card is the 5 of hearts. Whoa, Roland, you fade a hell of a lot of the deck on that one. Your pocket 3s are good flop to turn to river, and you are doubling up, becoming the new chip leader. Mrs. Rainey could not hit an overcard straight, a flush, a counterfeit. Final table, hand number 6 is here. Let's see a flop. The flop is the ace of spades, the jack of clubs, and the 3 of hearts. Okay, it is now decision time for no one. Grip those cards, flip them over. You are foldless. Let's see what you've got. Roland, our new chip leader by a good margin. It's got Jack 3 flopping bottom 2 pair versus Mrs. Rainey with the Jack Deuce. Oh my goodness, not a great spot to be in, Mrs. Rainey. Oh boy, you are being dominated by Roland. He's got the 3s. Running 2s might be good for you. Let's go to the turn card, see if you get lucky. The turn card is the ace of diamonds. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, the board paired. And so now 2 pair aces and jacks with the 3 kicker. Roland is still in the lead, but all that needs to happen is a card higher than a 3 to come down for this to wind up in a chop. Oh my goodness. Let's go to the river. The river card is the 10 of hearts, and there you go, aces and jacks with a 10 kicker. Roland getting absolutely robbed off of that 2 pair with the board pairing, and now counterfeit has occurred at least once today. Take your chips back. We're going to final table hand number 7. That was dirty. Let's see a flop. The flop is the jack of diamonds, the ace of diamonds, and the 3 of spades. All right, you two, turn those cards over immediately. Let's see what you have got. Roland, is laughing with a queen 4 versus Miss Rainey with the 7-5. Okay, not much there, Miss Rainey. Currently, the hand to beat is queen high at the moment. Let's see if Miss Rainey can pair up, double up, and keep it going as we go to the turn card. The turn card is the King of Clubs. No, Mrs. Rainey, you are looking for a 7 or a 5, and if those cards don't hit, you are going to be eliminated on this one. Okay, let's go to the river, and the river card is the 10 of diamonds. Oh, Roland winds up with a backdoor straight. Not that they needed it. And Roland, you are today's Cash Live champion. Eugene, pay that man his money. Mrs. Rainey, you did damn good today. Mr. Rainey must be proud. $20 for you for coming in second place. But Roland, laughing all the way to the bank with $30. That virtual bracelet is yours. You are the Cash Live champion. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for this game, and if you had fun or you wish you did a little better, I got another game coming up in less than 3 hours time. Check out our schedule for the rest of the week. That's right, I got 4 games in a row. Then it's me and Natalie, Natalie and I, and Kira rounds out the week, having a fabulous Friday with Kay Balds in the house, who knows all the ABBA lyrics. Guys, be sure to invite a friend to play Cash Live, whether it be the other parents in line at the school or the gym teacher. I think he'd be into it specifically. If you use that button in the lobby, send it to a friend, and they use it to play their first game, you get $1 in your Cash Live account. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Well, guys, thanks for the reviews and the company. My name is Danny Mac. It has been a pleasure to serve you. And until next time, may the cards fall ever in your favor. Boom. Visual aids.